Go back to a story we talked about. We had Cornell Brooks at the top of the show talking about the case out of McKinney, Texas, in terms of the response there. You get a protest last night, massive police presence in the community as well. But I got to ask this question here. And where in the hell is the National Organization for Women?
No place.
I just want to know, if a 14-year-old girl is viciously treated in a vicious manner, I don't understand where the nation's largest feminist group, women's group, saying anything. Now, I went to their website, I saw nothing.
Right.
I went to their Twitter feed, I saw nothing. And in fact, they were tweeting on their Twitter feed about something that's 20 years old. And I tweeted several sisters who are involved in the Black Lives Matter movement saying, hey, maybe it's just me. Maybe y'all know something I haven't seen. Yeah. But totally MIA.
No, you're right. This is not new information. This is the legacy of that particular organization which advocates for white women. We know that. Terry O'Neill, who, by the way, did fight against David Duke in Louisiana, so I don't know where she is now. But this brings up the importance, and you're absolutely right, Roland, of why black organizations need to focus on black issues at all times with the vigor that the other organizations focus on their issues without apology. We tend to take up the causes of other groups and other people. I think that's a big strategic mistake. No, I mean, because you see what they do with us. Now is completely ignoring this, and Terry O'Neill is completely ignoring this. No, and they'll continue to do so.
I just want y'all to, pull up my iPad, please. This was a tweet from May 31st on the Now Twitter feed. Today in 1909, the NAACP, National Negro Committee, met for the first time. Fight for racial justice continues. Hey, how about 2015 just say something about a young black girl who's manhandled by a cop?
The women's movement from Betty Friedan straight through now has modeled their thrust for rights on the civil rights movement without including black women. Shirley Chisholm is in a few pictures here and there, but the liberation of black women from their roles as maybe their housekeepers was not part of their mission, but they modeled the whole thing after the civil rights movement. If we look at all of those weeks that went by as an African-American woman was being held hostage by the Senate to become the Attorney General of the United States, there was not one moment of public outcry from any of the women's organizations. And let's just leave it to now. We got the feminist majority. We have all these other women's groups that never stood up for her.
We could say this about a lot of other organizations.
No. Here's the deal. No. I am not bringing everybody in. No. Because what happens is that dilutes the argument. The argument that I'm making is this here. A 14-year-old girl is treated this way. I don't need to bring in HRC and La Raza. I'm saying, where are your women's group?
Those organizations, what I want to know is, where's the National Council of Negro Women? Where's Delta Sigma Theta? Where's Alpha Kappa Alpha? Where are we? Because what I agree with everything everybody said, but I really just don't care. What I care about is where are the strong, largest African-American female organizations in this country? What kind of power are they wielding? Because this is a 14-year-old girl who is about to go and ascend from a nice neighborhood, getting an education, who will go to some college and pay some dues. So to me, it's we that should care. There's a pink house down the street.
We certainly can't wait for anybody else.
No. Omar, I'm not.
Organization saying on Twitter, because that's what counts.
Omar, I'm not waiting, but the reason I'm specifically calling now out, and you're absolutely right, those organizations as well, because when there's other issue, now will come the black folks and want us to stand with them and say something, but you say nothing here until you get called out.
Yes, and I agree with all the ladies. I think that this is a very significant moment, especially for young African-American women in the feminist movement, because there's been a rebirth of feminism on America's college campuses, both black and white, amongst young African-American women. And this is critical because they see that race trumps gender. They see it and it's very clear. And when you spoke of the predominant African-American female organizations, I think one of the reasons why they're staying quiet is they want to respect the status quo. I also think they're staying quiet because a lot of them are funded by corporations that will be favorable to what the police did. So it's a case of looking out for my pocket as opposed to looking out for the rights of my own people.
Well, and also, I got to go to the break right now, but one of the things that, and again, I sent several sisters who involved in the hashtag Say Her Name campaign. And I said, they've been having rallies across the country. We featured one of the sisters on the show, on my radio show as well, and I said the same thing. I said, I want to know, are they present and accounted for? Because, again, if you keep coming to black folks to stand with you on your stuff.
But it doesn't work the other way around.
It doesn't
work the other way around on the rise of the human rights campaign either.
It doesn't work the other way. It doesn't work the other way around.
We do stuff for them and they do nothing.
But somebody has to be willing to call them out and to force them to say, where in the hell y'all